Serenity is the crown of life. It is the quiet strength of the soul, the calm that endures through storms, and the peace that no outward circumstance can disturb. James Allen teaches us that serenity is not weakness, nor is it mere absence of struggle. Rather, it is the fruit of self-mastery, the final proof that the mind has been trained, disciplined, and harmonized. A serene person is not one who avoids the difficulties of life but one who meets them with a steady and composed spirit. To understand serenity, we must first look at the way most people live. In daily life, we are often carried away by agitation. Little things disturb us, a harsh word, an unexpected delay, a disappointment in our plans. The mind, untrained, reacts instantly with irritation, worry, or anger. And yet, these reactions solve nothing. They waste our energy, cloud our judgment, and leave us restless. The person who cannot govern their temper, who is thrown into confusion by every small disturbance, becomes a servant of circumstance. But serenity transforms all this. Serenity comes only when the mind learns to rise above these impulses. It is born of understanding that nothing external has power over us unless we allow it. A calm person is not calm because life is easy, but because they have learned that storms cannot shake the foundation of a disciplined mind. In this way, serenity is the highest achievement of thought, the harvest of wisdom. Consider the ocean. On its surface, waves may crash and foam, tossed by winds and storms. But in its depths, the waters remain still, silent, unbroken. Serenity is that depth of the human spirit. When a person cultivates inner calm, no matter what storms rage around them, they remain steady at the core. Life may bring change, loss, or pain, but within, there is an anchor that does not move. This strength does not come by chance. It is not the gift of fortune or the privilege of a few. It is the natural result of patient effort, of steady discipline, of a mind trained to see beyond appearances. Just as a sculptor shapes rough stone into beauty through repeated strokes of the chisel, so does the seeker of serenity shape their character through daily choices, through restraint, through understanding. Each victory over anger, each triumph over impatience, each refusal to be disturbed adds to the sculpture of serenity. The world, Allen reminds us, loves the serene person. Why? Because such a person gives off a sense of safety and trust. When you are near someone who cannot be easily shaken, you feel steadier yourself. Their calm is contagious, their peace radiates outward. They are like a tree that offers shade, like a lighthouse that stands unshaken against the waves. Their presence itself becomes a comfort, and their words carry more weight because they are not spoken from agitation but from balance. Think of the leaders, teachers, and guides who have left the deepest mark upon the world. They were not people of rash tempers or restless minds. They were people of calm strength. Their serenity gave them clarity. In the midst of crisis, when others panicked, they remained steady. Because they could think clearly when others were blinded by fear, they could make decisions that shaped the course of history. Their calm was not passivity. It was the power that comes from self-mastery. But serenity is not only for great leaders or saints. It is for everyone. In the home, in the workplace, in the quiet paths of ordinary life, serenity transforms relationships, work, and personal happiness. In the home, the serene parent guides their children not by angry outbursts but by steady patience. In friendship, the serene companion is trusted because they do not betray moods or sudden changes. In work, the serene worker achieves more because their mind is not clouded by agitation. Everywhere, serenity is strength. One might ask, how do we cultivate this serenity? The answer lies in discipline of thought. Just as a person cannot expect to master a skill without practice, so no one can expect serenity without training the mind. We must watch our thoughts, examine our reactions, and slowly replace irritation with patience, anger with understanding, fear with trust. Serenity grows gradually, like a tree from a seed. Each day we water it through mindfulness, through control of our emotions, through deliberate calmness. And with time, it becomes a great tree under which we rest. Imagine a person walking through life without serenity. Every insult touches them, every setback shatters them, every delay annoys them. They live like a leaf blown about by the wind. Their happiness rises and falls with every passing event. But another person, with serenity, is like a mountain. Winds may howl, rain may fall, but the mountain remains. Its strength is not in avoiding storms but in standing through them. Which life do we want? The restless life of the leaf, or the steady life of the mountain? Serenity also reveals the highest form of wisdom. When the mind is calm, it sees clearly. When the water of a lake is disturbed, its surface is broken and it cannot reflect the sky. But when it is still, it mirrors the heavens. So too, when the mind is disturbed by anger or fear, it cannot reflect truth. Only a serene mind perceives things as they are. Serenity allows us to see beyond prejudice, beyond selfish desire, beyond fear. It gives us insight into the deep laws of life. This is why James Allen calls serenity the calm strength of the wise. It is not apathy. It is not indifference. It is the highest energy controlled and directed. The serene person does not feel less than others, they feel more deeply, but they are not enslaved by their feelings. They do not repress emotions, they master them. They do not avoid challenges, they meet them with clarity. Look at nature again. The river, rushing and foaming, makes noise but cannot hold still. The deep lake, still and quiet, reflects the mountains and the sky. The wind scatters seeds, but the soil, patient and calm, nourishes them to life. In every part of nature, we see this truth: true power is calm. The storm is loud but short-lived. The sun is silent, yet gives life to all. So too with human life. The loudest voices are often the least powerful. The calm spirit endures and shapes the world quietly. Serenity is not glamorous. It does not seek applause. Yet its influence is profound. It spreads peace without speaking, teaches without preaching, heals without effort. Think of how many quarrels could be ended by serenity. How many conflicts could be softened by calmness. How many mistakes could be avoided if people paused, waited, and acted from stillness rather than haste. Serenity is not just personal peace, it is a gift to others. It prevents harm, it encourages harmony, it builds trust. Allen concludes his work by pointing to serenity as the culmination of all self-mastery. Thought leads to character. Character leads to purpose. Purpose leads to achievement. Achievement leads to vision. Vision leads to serenity. It is the final fruit of the tree of thought. It is the proof that the mind has been trained, that the person has become master of themselves. And what is the reward of serenity? It is freedom. Freedom from the control of anger. Freedom from the slavery of worry. Freedom from the restless chase of desire. Serenity is liberty of the spirit. With it, one walks through life untouchable by small troubles, steady in great trials, at peace in the midst of all. The world may never know the names of those who cultivate serenity in quiet lives. Yet their influence is no less. In their families, their communities, their workplaces, they are the pillars of peace. They are the ones others turn to in times of trouble. They are the ones whose calm voice steadies the storm. So let us each strive for serenity. Not by fleeing the world, but by mastering ourselves within it. Let us welcome challenges as chances to practice calmness. Let us view difficulties as opportunities to deepen our stillness. Let us cultivate patience, understanding, and quiet strength. For in serenity, we find the highest proof that thought has been made pure, that character has been made strong, that purpose has been fulfilled. Serenity is not the beginning of the journey, but its crown. It is not given at the start, but earned at the end. And when it is won, it makes life beautiful. It makes the face shine with quiet confidence, the voice soft with peace, the presence warm with strength. The storms will come, but the serene person will endure. The winds will blow, but they will not be moved. Life will test them, but they will remain unbroken. In serenity, they have found the unshakable center, the still heart of existence, the calm within all change.